If you're trying to imagine how would you as a developer or a customer experience this solution, let me welcome Gopal Ashok from our product organization to come up and show you this in action. Gopal?
Thank you, Thomas. As Thomas mentioned, we want our customers building applications on open source to have choice. The choice of using Google-managed open source service or value-added services from our open source partners. Let's take the example of the New York Times. They have an application that requires a highly available Redis instance, but they also have use cases that can benefit from Redis enterprise features like geo-distributed cache. Wouldn't it be great if New York Times can use both Cloud Memory Store and Redis Enterprise and have a seamless experience between the two? With this announcement, we are enabling just that. So let's take a look at a few of the elements of the experience. Number one, unified support. Google will provide the first line of support for all these services. Number two, unified billing. You'll get one single bill from Google across all the Google and partner services. And number three, unified experience. A seamless product experience where you can use the same management tools for both Google and partner services. So let's take a look at the product experience. We are making it very easy for you to discover partner services. As you can see in the Google console, we are listing all the various partner services on the left now, along with the Google services. Let's take a look at Redis Enterprise as an example. Here you see the solutions page, where you get all the information about the service. You can enable the API, or you can manage it. Let's click on Manage. Here you see the list of all the Redis Enterprise clusters that we have already created. But let's take a look at what the experience looks like when you create a new Redis Enterprise cluster. The creation flow is built directly into the Google Cloud Console. So as a customer, you don't have to go to an external partner portal to provision the service. Over here, you can select Redis Enterprise features like Redis on Flash, select GCP settings like regions and networks. Let's go ahead and add a database to the cluster. If you have applications that require capabilities like search or graph, you can now add Redis Enterprise modules while creating the database. Click Create. You have a Redis Enterprise cluster created directly from the Cloud Console. As you can see, the experience is exactly the same as you would get with other cloud services, Google Cloud services like Cloud SQL or Cloud Memory Store. Provisioning is just a start. You can also manage the Redis Enterprise cluster from the console. Let's take a look at one of the clusters that we already provisioned. Here you see the list of databases that is in the cluster, the status of the database, the properties, etc. But let's double-click into one of the databases. Over here, we give you all the information about the database, but more importantly, you can monitor Redis Enterprise directly from the console. So now you have a unified management plane that allows you to manage and monitor both Google services and partner services. It doesn't end there. If you want advanced monitoring, you can use Stackdriver. Over here, we have created a Stackdriver dashboard that gets metrics directly from the Redis Enterprise database. And lastly, if you have questions about any of these, you can call Google Support. That's right, a single point of contact for support. In summary, when you're building applications using open source on GCP, you now have choice. The choice of using Google-managed open source services or value-added services from our open source partners delivered to you with a unified support, billing, and product experience. Thank you very much.